Hey everybody, I'm Bob Murdock. Welcome to the Evolve Fireside Chat. With me today is Joaquin Martinez. He's the newest addition to the solutions team here at Evolve. And I'm not going to steal your thunder, Joaquin, so why don't you tell us what you do here?
Well, I'm still adjusting to the position, but so far, before what I do, everyone has been awesome here and very welcoming. Being that I've always been on the front and back end of show elements, design or all the way to loadout, in the middle is this is where this position is, or this position I was created for, So it's really interesting to see the middle part of the design and all the way to the trucks are being loaded. So everyone's just been completely awesome. The pace that everyone is with me, like I couldn't ask for more, adjusting to this position. So what I do essentially as a media server and playback solutionist, I typically conversate with the salespeople, rentals, warehouse, all the way to management, and whether equipment is starting to get a little outdated, what's new, what's hot, what's not, that, and reaching out to a lot of my colleagues, like, hey, what do you guys like to see out there? What do you feel that's going to be awesome for the next year? Mm-hmm. And then kind of sprinkling that in with everyone here, like, hey, just a heads up, this new thing's coming out, and just check it out. With the media server and playback solutionist position, there's a lot of projection and projection mapping that happens with it as well. That it's totally been full circle as to the past years of my career and expertise, that I'm able to wrangle all that info and apply it to, oh, this is going to work great here. You know what I mean? And the fact that everyone's been so open to listen to me, and is awesome. I couldn't ask for more. And yeah,
Great.
It's awesome being here.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, another aspect I know from firsthand is you teach, and you've been teaching at the Academy. I took your Resolume class, which I absolutely loved, and that brings me to my next question is, or actually it's my first question because you just told me who you were and what you do. But the question that I have is, as far as Evolve's inventory, can you give me a low, medium, and high in the server world that Evolve has? Do you know what I'm saying? So I would look at it like Disguise is top tier. What's in the middle and what's at the lower end?
So, I mean, my old cold-blooded opinion is that, each box does a different thing, I always take a line from the movie Ex Machina where they're talking about the AIs and stuff. No, I don't want to get into that, but it's kind of similar where, like, the head guy says a line in the movie that it always pops in my head every time someone asks me, oh, what about this or that? He says, what is the difference between what one gray box talks to another gray box? You know what I mean?
Right.
That's kind of how I feel. And I think for us, we're in a position that we can recommend the A, B, C, and D. Not necessarily like A is like the creme de la creme, because in my opinion, they all relatively do the same thing. However, I would say that, they all do different things, and I'm sure there's opinions out there that like, oh, the Disguises of the Pixaras are like the top. But yeah, that's absolutely true. And you also get into like the watch out realms, which is the more cost efficient way, and then right below that is the Resolume. You know what I mean, where it's like in the middle to low, but it can act as a standard player, but also do a little more. It's just, in my opinion, it's just another tool in the toolbox. You know what I mean? Yeah. So what's really awesome about here is that we're able to assist with clients that we can give them that A, B, and C and D menu. You know what I mean? Oh, well, we got cut with budget. Whatever. Oh, great, this will work perfect. Mm-hmm. And we don't have to shop around. You don't have to find an engineer because it's relatively the same thing, and they're comfortable with it. So we're able to give that option
Okay.
And I hope I answered that correctly.
Yes.
Because I do feel that, they all relatively almost will produce, will deliver an awesome show, in my opinion. It's all a matter of putting the key people in the right place, what is cost effective, what's efficient. I don't know. I hope I kind of answered all that.
No, you did.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
Now, as far, again, back to Evolve, what's on our plate coming up? I know Pixera, we've invested heavily into Pixera. We also have heavy investment in Disguise, Resolume. Is there anything else out there that we haven't touched on that people might not know that Evolve has?
Well, I was actually just working on this. So there's a lot of 12G talk about the future and capture capability. And that's something that's well on our radar as like, how can we be up to speed and be the first in line with that, So, regardless of the box we're using, we want to be able to capture 12G if that is needed, Disguise always has newer elements coming out every year, as everyone knows. The Pixera 2.0 rollout is supposed to be pretty hot coming up. Even with the new Watch Out 7.0, I'm really excited about this one. Just because there's been a lot of updating into the encoding that happens, from what I'm understanding, from a little birdies telling me. I have a feeling this year coming up, there's going to be a lot of awesome upgrades and updates to a lot of these systems that are only just going to benefit the production of how things flow.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. Well, Joaquin, thanks for being with
Yeah.
us today. Thanks for your time. I know you're busy. You're here upgrading machines.
Yeah.
I grabbed you away so
No?
that you could
So,
actually.
what? I'm glad you did.
You needed a break, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, listen, if you've got any comments about what Joaquin has been talking about, any questions, anything you want to say, you can email us at solutions@evolvetechnology.live. See you next time.